Yo, what's up, guys?
What it do? How's everybody feeling out there? About to do some Uber in a minute. Just waiting for this shit to click off. Yeah, man. Gotta get to the money, guys. Gotta get to the money. Money, money, money. Right? What we talking today? We talking money or what? I gotta start hitting y'all with my daily freestyles when I go live. Yes, ski. So right now I'm just waiting for my Uber to pop off. I just got some water from CVS. Good old fashioned Poland Spring. You know what I realized? I haven't been drinking enough water. And now I'm gonna start drinking a lot more water. A lot, a lot. A lot more water, guys. I'm telling you. I'm not gonna go crazy with it, but I'm trying to go for like a gallon of water a day. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the best option, right? Like a gallon of water a day or something like that. Who the fuck are these clowns? Don't you hate when people be like policing shit that don't need to be policed, and it'd be like the most normal motherfuckers? It'd be somebody from not even from your native country. Like it'd be like a foreigner looking at you like you crazy while you fucking in a parking lot. Isn't that crazy how it could be sometimes? America, I think, is the only place like that where you could literally be like a Native American sitting in your car in a parking lot, right? And like a Polish person or like a Yugoslavian person in a nice neighborhood might walk past you or and be like, right, what is he doing just sitting there in his car or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, I'm Native American. I can be wherever I want to be. This is my country. But they look at you like you crazy in your country because complexion. Isn't that crazy? America's the only place like that. You can't go to Africa and see them doing what they do and be like, oh, because you know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't even make any sense. But America's the only country this where Americans get treated badly. Where like the natives get treated like worse than someone who just came here from a different country. Like I said, this shit is real. It's a lot of it has to do with racism, colorism, separatism, all types of shit. Tribalism, colonialism, all the isms. Fascism. But yeah, man, that's how it be most times. In America at least. Yeah, bro. They look at you like you're crazy. They could come from France, right? They could come from Germany and be here. Now, I'm not saying this is everybody, but I'm saying there's like this weird energy that they put out, and they use it to bolster their own self-esteem. So they pick people who they feel like they can say, oh, what is this person doing, like dancing or this or that, and that makes them feel more comfortable, like because then they can put themselves in a higher category above somebody else's demographic or whatever, or above somebody else's ethnic group. So but that's kind of like strange, right? At least to me, It's actually hilarious. It's actually hilarious. But that's their only form of, it's pretty simple. Simple-minded behavior. That's why I was saying, guys, like, I've come to the point where I realized there's no point in explaining anything anymore. Why waste your time explaining stuff to people that just will not understand it no matter what? Like I said, I was watching the movie Fallen, right? And in the movie Fallen, the guy was saying, there's some things that if you know them, you should never ever tell them. And that's how I be feeling sometimes. Like, the game is meant to be sold, not to be told. Like, the game is not meant to be told, bro. It's not meant for me to tell you, oh, yo, down the block, there's this store, right, that they sell for the low. Like, it's not my job to go around telling people that. Truth is something that should be uncovered. So at the end of the day, man, I've realized when it comes to all of this shit, like, truth is so much more deeper than like the surface level truths. So I decide to stay out of it now. I'm definitely gonna stay out of it because it doesn't make no sense me explaining anything to people when nothing's gonna change. It only makes me a target. You know what I'm saying? Only would make me a target for exposing information that's completely irrelevant. For instance, give you an example, this Drake and Kendrick beef right now, right? Everybody's supposedly getting exposed. This is the year of exposing people, supposedly, right? All these people doing this and that, right? But if you think about it, what are we really exposing? Nothing. Nothing's being exposed other than the same shit that's been happening since humans have existed, since animals have been on this planet. That's the thing that they're trying to like keep. That I ain't even gonna go too much into the truth because, like I said, the truth is meant to be sold, not to be told, man. Like, somebody asked me what I meant by something when I said that this movie's a lot deeper than like people know, and I was just like, really? What do I look like on YouTube explaining anything to somebody, like the deeper meaning of something, bro? Like, you gotta figure that shit out on your own, because half the time you tell somebody the truth about something, they mad at you. Or you tell somebody you uncover the truth about something, they just don't know how to handle the truth. The real truth is that we're all hypocrites for the most part, like Jesus said. All of us are hypocrites. The truth is, I'm going to give like a few truths, but even still, those truths are only surface level truths. The truth is way deeper than anything that can be explained or articulated. The truth is like basically God, and God can't be explained or articulated in a way that a human being could do it. It's not enough to give credibility to how powerful God is, or how deep God and God's meaning really is. So as far as like truth goes, is one and the same, because God is the truth and the truth is the light. So it's the same when it goes to like light. We still don't even understand light energy. We think we understand these things, but we have no clue the powers that exist, even in like in our dimension, when it comes to like, let's just say spinning objects. Something is spinning, right? It's generating, it has force, right? Now there's so many different forces that exist. We already know about that. You know what I'm saying? Gravity, magnetism, heat, all types of shit. We know about it. But there's other forces that we don't actually understand yet. So my thing is just like, bro, the truth is way too deep for any human being to ever comprehend. So all of this shit in my mind, like religion and things that like divisive things that separate us, all them things in my mind, like it's just bullshit, bro. All that shit is bullshit. Because we're all fucking animals. That's the problem. Nobody wants to fucking admit that part. That we're not really like okay, we might be like spiritual, we might have like quote unquote souls. We might be spiritual beings as well. But it doesn't take away from the fact that we're like flesh and blood. You know, we operate on certain principles that are beyond our control. So when it comes to like separating the masses, and putting them in boxes and shit and saying this person's this, for instance, like I believe like that whole like even race, for example, is just another divisive tool, you know, to separate people, stop them from coming together and working together. But like I said, the truth is even a lot deeper than that, because if you want to be like, oh, those people who do that, those people who facilitate that type of this type of life for us and who create this type of life for us, those people are evil. Like I said, those people are not even evil, bro. We all possess the same evil traits as the next man. So it's like, it's just retarded to even like place blame on anybody. We're all trying to survive. And for the most part, you know, every human being has like taken advantage of another species in some form or another, or have taken advantage of. That's so cool. When I was saying that, a bunch of people were walking by with a bunch of dogs, like 10 dogs. Not to say, you know anything about like them taking advantage. Obviously not. But I'm just saying, for example, like human beings don't care about what we do. So I just don't get why there's like this complete facade that there's good and evil, because it's really just opposing forces. Like if you play chess, you know both sides are you know that these people are playing a game basically, you know, and the game is survival. But like if you think about it, whoever is the person on the side playing against the other, for example, let's say you white versus black, or you're playing black versus white on a chessboard. If you're black, then you're like the other opponent, the opponent is the enemy, right? So but that doesn't mean that there's any good or bad person involved in it, in the game. It's just that from your perspective, the person is your enemy, so that means that that person is automatically bad. But that's not how it works, actually. And in all fairness, when you do play chess against somebody, which a lot of people know that I'm a master on my page. Subscribe, like, comment. But a lot of y'all do know that I'm a master. My rating is 2,000. I'm trying to go up to 3,000. Magnus Carlsen. I want to beat Magnus Carlsen one day. You know what I'm saying? But basically, if you play chess, then you should be familiar with the fact that, there is no good or evil when it comes to chess. It's just two opposing forces. And that's all it really is. You know what? I'm gonna put my windows up so that there's no issues or disputes with the smoke, because people, even though weed is legal in my country, people still have their ideologies. It's so funny how it's just crazy how it is. Everything is just bullshit. Don't believe the hype, bro. That's what I've come to realize, and that's what's been like my saving grace recently. My saving grace recently has been the fact that God has basically told me, do you finally understand now? You'll drop comments. Like, God basically was saying, do you finally get what I've been trying to tell you now? And I'm like, damn, I do get it. I finally get it. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody. When they tell you this person's bad, that person needs to go to prison, or this person needs to be beheaded, or this or that, they don't really give a fuck, bro. They've just been programmed to believe that they give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. And neither do the governments. The government doesn't care if we all killed each other. The only way they would care if we all killed each other was if it affected their pockets. So our well-being, health, safety, and all that shit is not their number one concern, okay? The number one concern is getting these taxes paid so they can do what they gotta do. Whatever that is. So once you finally fucking grow up and wake the fuck up, and I'm not talking about just wake up on some woke shit like, black people descended from the first, or we gods, or this or that, or nah, I'm not talking about that type of woke. I'm talking about the other woke. The woke that's beyond that woke. That woke is fake woke. Because if we was gods and all of that shit that you talking about, it wouldn't be no way in hell we ain't got shit organized. If we was gods and we was all of that shit like you talking about, wouldn't be no way in hell we didn't have shit organized. We ain't got nothing organized. Who got shit organized? Keep it a band. Who got shit organized? Who got shit on Smash? Okay. So like I was saying, let's just be real about everything. Like, the truth of the matter is, it's all about power. 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 Energy. It's all about power. Energy. Some would say it's all about money, but it's not all about money. Because in some ways, money doesn't even exist. Money is just an illusion. The people who actually have power, money means nothing to them. The people who are in supreme power, money is just pieces of paper. There are people who have power beyond what money can do. And that's just what it is. They try to, for years I was confused about shit. Years of my life I was confused about shit. Like, not knowing what was right, not knowing what was wrong. Hating on this man, hating on the next woman. Till I started realizing some shit. But once I realized it, that's when I became like free. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. And if you out there and you're listening to me and you feel alone, and you feel like, damn, why is Classy Raps, aka God Brawley, aka the Real Mulatto, telling me this shit? Why is he telling me nobody cares? Why is he telling me this shit is bullshit? Blah, blah, blah. Because you come to me for the truth, right? What do you come to the Real Mulatto for? Do Do you come to me for entertainment? Or do you come to this channel, the Real Mulatto's channel, for the truth? If you come to my channel for the truth, then let me tell you the truth. And accept the truth for what it is. And don't argue with me about the truth. Truth is nobody gives a fuck. And people's emotions go from here to here to here to here, which changes their psychology, which changes what they do. You ain't got a horse in the race. If you're anything like me, and you watching this, and you understanding what I'm telling you, get out now. Get out of the race now. Don't waste your time competing with other people that don't even give a fuck about you. Nobody is gonna care. Everybody's gonna die. And there's no loyalty. You need to be loyal to yourself. As long as you remain loyal to yourself and be true to yourself, then that's all you need to do. You will be blessed for just that. Remaining true to yourself. You will be blessed. And if that means you want to change your haircut in a way that nobody has it, do it. That's your fucking business. That's your hair. That's your hair. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up. Switch it up. Switch the style up. You feel me? So that's that. I'm about to breeze. I'm about to go. I gotta hold on a second. I gotta like put something in the GPS because I gotta. Yep. Yeah, man. So I put something in the GPS. I gotta go do something right now. I want to fucking do my laundry. I can't really lie. I want to, but I got mad shit I gotta do right now. And I gotta get money. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, y'all, like, listen, anybody that ever watches me that really fucks with me, all my subscribers, all my followers and shit, any of y'all that really fuck with me, hey, yo, why y'all not dropping comments? I really don't like that shit. Real talk. Drop comments, because I need to know, like, what's going on. Feel me? Real talk. And niggas just fucking watching me. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really trying to go ham, but like, y'all gotta let me know what's going on. Because I need to know who's fucking watching me that's just on some stalker shit, and who's watching me that's really like listening. Because at the end of the motherfucking day, listen, whether y'all state that y'all here or not, like, or if you on some stalker shit, or you just be watching me just to see what I be saying, cool. But like I said, I come to the motherfucking realization that none of y'all opinions, none of that shit even matters, bro. You could fucking be mad at me. You could be happy with me. Is that gonna change, like, the fact that I gotta eat? Is that gonna change the fact that I gotta get sleep tonight? No, I have to go to sleep. I gotta eat. So me giving a fuck about what anybody thinks about just is the stupidest thing in the world. And for so many years, that's what I cared about, what people thought. Like, I don't give a fuck what you think no more now. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I do sometimes have self-conscious thoughts, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else. But it's slowly like dissipating. Like my ego's slowly leaving and shit. I'm starting to like not judge people as much and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I used to judge people so harshly. Like I used to think that I had all the answers. I used to think that you know. I've come to realize, man, you can't, like, yo, the people you we should be pointing the finger at, that's the bad people, half the time those people are just victims of trauma. So it's like, like, is there really anybody to blame? No. The thing that we need to fix is the human race. We need to fix how we operate with one another. If we can all operate on one accord, that's respectable, that's cordial, that makes sense in terms of like a cohesive way of living together, then everything should be okay. But there's the other thing, that there's a possibility that is something that is being offset purposefully. So it is what it is. If there's some things you can, I mean, listen, we could try, but if there's things that are actually put in place to try to make it harder, then what could I say? I don't know. I don't have the answer for that. That's too deep. They say, like, that's why I said, bro, the game is to be sold, not to be told, man. A lot of this shit that I'm saying, man, it's not even worth saying. Who's really gonna take it? Who's really figure out how, probably, like, I would say if it was a percentage, maybe like less than 1%. Less than 1% of my viewers is ever gonna really understand my message. So I got like 2,000 subscribers, so it's probably gonna be like one, maybe two of you guys on here that'll actually catch my drift. But here we are, right? Here we are. And I gotta make the most that I can for this shit. I gotta get the most bread that I can. Out here grinding, trying to get to this money. I'll be back on in a minute. I'll be back on probably like, I'll be back on like in like 30 minutes or so. I'll hit y'all later. Love you all. Peace and blessings.